In sentencing Paul Cusack to an indeterminate sentence for the public protection, the judge said that his victim, Sid Waller, was a hard-working family man who'd done nothing to deserve his fate. Mr. Waller had been installing a kitchen in the building in which Cusack lived when his killer set upon him with a knife. He would have had no warning of the attack before being stabbed over 30 times. Cusack said that he killed Mr. Waller because voices told him to, and pleaded guilty to manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. Before sentencing, the judge said that Paul Cusack clearly suffered from an abnormality of the mind, although it wasn't obvious what form that took. What is clear is that as far back as 2001, that's 7 years before the killing of Sid Waller, Cusack had told a health official that he had thoughts of committing a violent and murderous act. Also, on at least 3 occasions, one time just 6 days before the killing, he told a medical official that he used to carry a knife regularly. Cusack was also a habitual heroin and crack cocaine user who'd been sectioned yet missed almost 20 appointments with his care worker. He'd been living alone in his Withington flat when his path fatally crossed that of 67-year-old Mr. Waller. Today, the pensioner's family was in court to see his killer sentenced.
Why was Paul Cusack allowed to live in the community despite the risk he posed? Why weren't the warning signs acted upon? Paul Cusack could have attacked anyone on the 28th of July last year. The general public would have had no warning of the risk. But it was Sid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So we are left grieving the senseless and, in our eyes, wholly preventable death of a much-loved man.
It would be difficult for anyone, even professionals, to actually work out and anticipate what he was going to do. He presents himself as a mild-natured, articulate, intelligent young man. And yet behind that was this very evil, wicked streak. And whether that was could have been seen beforehand, I just don't know.
Cusack will serve a minimum of 5 years before he can be considered for parole. And even if released, he'll spend the rest of his life on licence. Georgia Calvin Smith, Channel M Today.